Thanks for logging on to myfoxhurricane.com. Well, everything remains very quiet across the Gulf of Mexico down into the Caribbean, and a big part of that is just because of the strong wind shear that we continue to see through these areas. So conditions just are not favorable to see anything develop in these areas as we go through the next several days. Now, we look further out into the Atlantic. Typically this time of the year, you're not really paying much attention to these areas, but we do have a number of waves working their way across the Atlantic. We also have another disturbance just starting to work its way off the coastline of Africa. And this one, at least computer models are suggesting, not in the short term, but in the very long term. We're talking 6, 7, 8, 10 days from now that we may see something develop with this. So this is going to take some time if something happens. What's going to happen in the short term is this wave will work its way off the coastline and it will just continue to push on towards the west over the next several days. Really not much fanfare with it, just a little bit of some showers, and that's just about it as it works its way through an area which actually has some drier air right now. But as it works its way into the central Atlantic, there are signs, at least computer models are suggesting, we're starting to see at least a little bit more consensus in that long term, that we may start to see this wave starting to strengthen a little bit more. So here it is on the European model. You can see really not much going on, hardly any winds with this, really a very weak area. But as it continues to work its way towards the west, here we are Thursday of next week. So we're talking a long ways off. We're starting to see basically at this point a little bit stronger of a wave. So is something going to happen with this? Way too early to really say, but it's an area that we will continue to watch, because as it works its way into the Caribbean or over into the western Atlantic, depending on the track that it takes, there could be the possibility as we head towards the end of next week that we could see something develop with this. But again, big question mark with this, but we'll keep you updated right here on myfoxhurricane.com.